What's your worst fear?
Failure.
Oh, you ain't gonna fail, man. You already made it. And would you be Godzilla or King Kong?
This is awesome. Great question. Godzilla.
How about a few random facts about you?
I'm originally from Michigan. I grew up playing baseball. I wrestled. I failed at tennis. Failure.
Yeah.
What else? I like to skateboard. I love to cook. I love to cycle. I'm sure that's a few random facts.
And how about gladiator, soldier, or spy?
Gladiator.
A zombie, a vampire, shapeshifter?
One more time?
A zombie, a vampire, shapeshifter?
Shapeshifter.
A wizard, a warlock, a witch, or a sorcerer?
Sorcerer.
Oh, it's the same page.
Okay, great.
You got that page too?
Yep.
All right, and then put the name of your previous bands on there too. What were your previous bands called?
Previous bands, Choices in Fiction, Remember Paris, The Drama State, and then As It Is.
Could you put the names of those too?
Sure.
And would you be a dentist, a phone app maker, architect?
An architect.
Any experience with the paranormal?
Yes, but it's a long story.
How about favorite meal your parents cooked for you as a kid?
Favorite meal? Botana.
And the meaning behind your tattoo?
So the Blue Jay is a symbol of fearlessness. I got that after I signed a 2-year contract with Fearless Records, but it's also was my school bird in elementary school.
Yeah.
Baby's Breath is my mom's favorite, along with the roses. I got one for both my mom and my dad. I'm the third, Realm Thornish the third. There's 3 trees inside of the owl's eye that overlooks the forest.
Wow.
And then I have an anatomical heart, as my heart's my compass.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's remarkable.
Thank you so much.
And what rock band do you wish you could be in for a day?
Pearl Jam.
And would you rather own a movie theater, an arcade, or a church?
A movie theater.
Have you ever went to a movie theater premiere?
I have.
What actors were there?
I want to say it was Harry Potter.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
The actors were actually there?
No, so there was no actors.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the premiere, like an official premiere. Gotcha. Okay. No, I grew up in a small town in Michigan, so it was more like you rock up at midnight and you get to see the movie. You know?
Have you ever met Eminem?
Unfortunately, no.
Damn.
No, I would love to though. Yeah,
That would
being
be
from
cool.
Detroit, I would love to meet Eminem.
And would you be a chef, a doctor, a teacher, or a famous car company owner?
Both do a really great job of keeping people either safe, steady, or healthy. So maybe a chef or a doctor.
How about your favorite national monument you saw on tour?
I would say the first time that I saw the Stones in the UK was really remarkable.
And how about horror movie character you'd be?
Pardon me?
Horror movie character you'd be?
Horror movie, probably Scream.
Oh, that'd be amazing. You excited about the new one?
I'm so excited. I've got some friends that are seeing it.
Oh yeah.
No, that was on the plane and it was under comedy section.
Really?
Yeah.
Comedy. You know,
It's kind of funny.
yeah, I look forward to seeing it.
Oh, this could be amazing. Yeah, I had a chance to meet Matthew Lillard and Skeet Ulrich.
Wow, how was it?
They were nice guys.
Were they great?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
They're really humble.
Yeah, I bet.
And then when you're younger, did you have an imaginary friend?
No, not that I remember.
And let's say you're trapped in a room, what music's playing as torture?
It's torture. That's such a good question. I don't know. Probably something from Manson because it's just eerie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you guys do artwork, do you have an idea of like what you want your artwork to look like for your band?
No, it's really just whatever we're feeling and whatever I think probably communicates the vision of, of the body of work that it is.
And what would you say the current album is about?
I went to hell and back. Wow, that is probably our journey the last, I want to say 3 to 4 years throughout COVID, everything that we experienced after lockdown, the member departures, team member departures. Yeah, it was a very unsteady, very dark, bleak time for us all.
How about the album with Stigmata and the dark and the fire on it?
That was about self-help, suicide, depression, pretty much just starting the conversation, letting know everybody that it's okay not to be okay.
Were you inspired by My Chemical Romance?
Absolutely.
You ever met them?
So I never met them, but yeah, I was definitely one of the kids just going crazy in the crowd from probably 12, 13, 14 years old. I remember seeing them at the Taste of Chaos tour with The Used.
You met The Used?
Never met The Used, unfortunately. Actually, you know what? I take that back. We did Warped Tour with them, so I did get a chance to hang out and meet Bert.
Oh, that must have been fun.
It was incredible, yeah.
And who are your bucket list musicians to meet?
Dave Grohl, 100%. I would definitely say Dave Grohl's at the top.
And who are your inspirations?
Wow, so many. I'm really into emo hip hop. I'm really into old school, like 90s hip hop. I would say Biggie's a really cool inspiration.
Yeah, he's incredible.
Yeah. Yeah, too many to count, really.
How about Sketchy's moment on tour so far?
Well, this is the first day, and so far we've been fortunate enough not to experience any sketchiness.
So out of all the tours you had, you never had anything sketchy happen?
You know, I don't know. I would have to spend some time with that question.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And when you're working on an album, is it easier to do it while you're on tour, or do you have to be in the studio to work on it?
I think it's probably easier off tour. Just this will be the first time that I'll be experiencing like writing and recording on tour. I just want to like write a song a day.
Wow.
Yeah. But I would say probably off tour gives you the ability to be in the mindset, whereas on tour I feel like you're just hustling and bustling to the next thing, right?
Yeah. And when you guys are touring, do you have any idea how the weather conditions are going to be?
Outside of no, not really. It's really just whenever we rock up. I'm really bad about that geographically, where I don't really know where we're at until we just pull up, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is where I'm at. This is what I'm around.
You ever gotten any bad storms?
I would say bad thunderstorms and bad snowstorms, both.
Damn.
100%. Yeah, 100%.
What's your dream supergroup to form with musicians alive or dead?
Oh, definitely Kurt Cobain, Tupac, Prince. Sheesh. That's a great question. You're making my mind work, yeah. I'm sure all three of them in a project would be insane.
If you had a chance to go back in time, what time period would it be?
I would say probably the 90s.
Oh, I love the 90s too.
I would say probably the 90s.
Who's your favorite 90s band?
Favorite 90s band? I would say probably Cranberries.
It was a tragic she died.
Yeah, wow, yeah, that was a tough loss.
And let's say you're in the hospital, who's your doctor? Person talking nonsense and person who you went insane with?
Oh, wow. In the band?
Yeah.
Or
just people that you know in general.
Oh, in general, my mom would definitely be in there. Patty would be in there. Allie would be in there, and I would say my brother would be in there for sure.
And your first live DVD you watched?
First live DVD, I want to say it was The Used, maybe Memories.
That was a good one.
That was a great one, yeah.
First CD you got, first live show you saw?
First CD I got, I want to say it was probably something really cheesy but really cool, like NSYNC. And I think that the first concert I ever saw was for my sister Lane's birthday on the Pop Odyssey tour.
And what's your favorite story with your band so far?
I would say probably writing this record and persevering the last couple of years. It was a pretty dark time, so to be here after the last couple of years playing our first show.
It's amazing.
Yeah, playing our first show back in a long time.
And what's your favorite music video experience?
I don't know. I think there was something really special about I Miss 2003. When we were conceptualizing it, we really just wanted to do something that was from the era that really inspired us. And filming in a skate park was always something that not just myself, but Patty and Allie always wanted to do. I think we spent more than half the day skateboarding.
Nice.
You know, so it was
Who's your
awesome.
favorite skater?
Oh, wow. Obviously, growing up, I was always really inspired by all the Tony Hawk videos. So Tony Hawk was definitely one of my top vert skaters, I would say for sure. Mike Vallely was awesome.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you're familiar with him. Yeah, he was just a hardcore dude. Chad Muska was awesome. That's a great question too.
You like Bucket Lassie in a band?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I actually saw them at the Zoomies Couch Tour back in like 2004 or 5 or 6.
Did you get to meet
him? I got to fist bump Mike Vallely, and I feel like I definitely shook hands with Bam Margera, or like a high five.
And what's your favorite experience from another country you went to?
Probably Japan, and I would say probably just everything about the culture. Everything there just it seems so traditional, so meaningful.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
And there's a
really
lot of people
incredible.
in costumes there, right?
I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure.
And how about your first bike you got?
First memorable bike probably would have been like a Trek. I
Oh,
remember when I got
nice.
like a Hero, like a Ryan Nyquist Hero, and my life changed.
What color was it?
It was silver, it was chrome, and I'll never forget. I hit like a 5-foot dirt jump at the
Nice.
J Street jumps, and I remember just being unconscious and waking up and be like, "What happened?" I just got a little too cocky, a little too quick.
How about your favorite childhood memory?
My favorite what?
Childhood memory.
Favorite childhood memory? Probably Thanksgivings at home with everybody, I would say.
How about the first bands you played with?
Man, those were such special times. I feel like in like the 2006 to 2009 and 10 era. It was like before like YouTube really popped off, and it was just
Yeah.
really there was something so thriving about the young scene. You know, where the only time you could see a band was if you paid the $5 for a ticket.
Yeah.
You know? I remember taking back hundreds of pop bottles just so I could afford concert tickets. You know.
Damn.
Yeah, it was meaningful.
But do you remember the first bands you played with your band?
I remember my first show ever. We played with The Devil Wears Prada, and they had played right before us.
Wow.
I remember it was like right when the Dogs Can Grow Beards. It was like just before they signed to Rise Records. It was in a small little venue in Michigan, and they blew up like 6 months later. We're like massive, and I remember vomiting twice at that show.
Damn.
I was 15. Yeah.
And your new music, like you incorporate like more like R&B and like rap in there. Is that like on purpose?
Absolutely, man. Just really inspired by the sounds and the noises that are in like the new alternative pop, obviously the hip hop, trap drums. This is the first record we've recorded without a drummer, so
Wow.
it was really cool to just to be in the studio with Patty and Zach and really incorporate a lot of programming and a lot of really cool sounds and a lot of really cool noises are going to be on this record. I think everyone's going to really enjoy it.
And did you go to school to learn how to do this?
No, absolutely not. Self-taught everything, but primarily when I songwrite, it's really just with an acoustic guitar, and then we transpose everything over to that. I'm definitely not a programmer. I'm not the cool nerdy guy in the room, that's for sure.
And how'd you get the band name?
That's a really great question. I feel like I'm not sure how As Is came about. I should probably know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should probably know that.
What store corporation would you own?
Oof. It would be a mom and pop shop. I don't think it would be a corporation, or unless it was something that I could like. Maybe it would be like something massive, top 500, big corporation like Walmart, where I could just change the whole thing, you know, and give a lot more back.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
And how about the last movie you saw? Now it's part of your life.
The what?
The last movie you saw is now a part of your life. What movie is that?
Ooh, gosh. Stand By Me was huge, which I heard Derek say that earlier.
Yeah.
Stand By Me. Hardball. What else? Man, there's the Goonies. The Goonies was huge for me. Yeah, I would say pretty much anything from like the late 80s and 90s that I grew up watching was really meaningful and a lot of lessons.
How about your favorite fairy tale?
Favorite fairy tale? I don't know if I have one.
How about your favorite nursery rhyme?
Good question. I'm not sure. That's another good one. Yeah, I don't know.
How about favorite book your parents read to you as a kid?
You know, Bernstein Bears was one of my favorites for sure that I remember right off the top of my head.
And how about how would you control the world?
How would I control the world? You know, that's an interesting question. I'm not sure. I have to spend some time with it. That's a loaded question for sure.
Would you climb a mountain?
100%.
Have you ever done that?
I wouldn't say a big mountain, but I've done some pretty big hikes.
How about the coolest tattoo you saw of a fan for your band?
Oh gosh, it's still wild to see a bunch of like signatures and a bunch of tattoos. I always have to make sure that my handwriting is like perfect, so my mom's not pissed off at me. You know,
Yeah.
that people are putting it on their body the rest of their life.
What was a cool one you saw?
Recently, there was an I Miss 2003 iPod with the old school like plug-in like
That's sick.
headphones, you know, and I love that.
You used to have an iPod?
Absolutely. Well, my friends had an iPod, and they used to let me borrow it in between periods. You know, they would like,
Yeah.
let me borrow it. And then I remember my mom got me an iPod for Christmas when I was in, I want to say like 9th, 10th, 11th grade. It was later on. It was like one of the. I want to say it was like 2007. Yeah, 2008.
That was a good year.
Yeah, it was.
What did you go to school for?
I actually I was originally going to go for early education.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I went from early education. I got my CDA, and then I ended up taking all of my money and I worked like 3 jobs, and instead of going to college, I ended up doing music instead. I got in a van and I spent all my money to record a record on the harbor of Canada, and I never looked back.
Have you been to Canada yet?
Tons.
Was it nice there?
Beautiful. I love Toronto. I love Vancouver. I love both sides, but I would say Vancouver is my favorite. Something so powerful about British Columbia. The drives are amazing.
What was a place you went to that was surprise to you that turned out really good?
Probably Edmonton. I thought it was gonna be like really cold and frigid, but it wasn't. It was beautiful.
Where's that at?
I think that is also on the side of Vancouver. I'm pretty geographically fucked, so I'm not sure if that's closer to Toronto, but I think it's closer to. I think it's closer to Vancouver.
How about favorite vacation you did with your parents?
Oof. Favorite vacation. To be honest with you, I never really went on vacations. We used to go to Cedar Point, but yeah, we could never really afford vacations growing up. It was always like we'd have like a day trip to Cedar Point, and we thought that was the coolest, you know?
And would you rather make a Broadway play, a movie, or a video game?
A movie.
And which movie?
I'm not sure what movie I would make, but it would probably be something like it would probably be like some sort of like gangster story for sure.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite gangster rapper?
Favorite gangster rapper? Oof. That's really funny because I don't really know how to look at like the gangster rapper. I'd have to spend time with that.
And if you could run a movie theater, what movie marathon would you have?
I would say probably movie marathon. Probably Rocky.
And what song describes you as a person from another band?
Interesting. Such a great question, Brad.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's a great question. What song would describe me? Probably something happy, something go lucky, but something with probably like a really upbeat sound, but a really sad lyric.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And would you be alien or predator?
Probably alien.
What other languages you want to learn?
I would say Japanese, but I would say Japanese would be sick.
And would you bungee jump, skydive, or base jump?
Skydive.
Do you have a lucky charm?
I don't.
And what famous person do other people say that you kind of look like?
Chester Bennington.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Did you ever get to meet him?
Unfortunately, no. No, I never got to meet Chester, no, but he's definitely dear in my heart. That was a really heavy loss. That was definitely someone that, when they passed, I grieved over it. Yeah, it was very sad for me.
How about Mitch Lucker?
Yeah, Mitch was definitely another loss that really impacted the scene in a really great way. I've heard nothing but amazing things about Mitch. I know that he spent a lot of time on the Warped Tour, but no, I don't believe I ever had the opportunity or the privilege of meeting him.
How about Little Peep, Juice WRLD, or XXX?
Love all of those guys and really love what they've done for the community, the scene, and how they've shaped it. But no, I've never had the opportunity of meeting them either, unfortunately.
What sports team would you be a part of?
The Detroit Lions, because I'm just a master of loss.
How about your biggest regret?
We're not in line.
I would say probably reaching out and just, I'm a serial phone caller, but I would just say there's a handful of people that I wish I would have said I loved you to more.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Any bad experiences with people you met, whether it be fans or band members?
We did like 5 shows in.
No, I wouldn't say.
If you could change one thing about your career, what would you change about it?
Nothing. Yeah, nothing. Definitely happy to be where I'm at with who I'm with.
How about first show you stage dived at?
So yeah, we'll be.
First show I stage dive at, probably an As It Is show that was in like an actual stage dive. It was probably in Brighton. Yeah.
Yeah. Progress.
I gotta go too. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'll be right there.
And then
All right,
I
thank
got
you so
two more.
much.
I got 2 more.
Yeah.
Would you swoon the shark, swoon the whale, ride on Bigfoot's back, or ride in a unicorn or fly an eagle?
Flying an eagle would be so sick.
That would be sick.
That would be so sick. It reminds me of the old Disney movie. Shit, I can't remember it, but it had an eagle, and it had an eagle in it. But anyways.
And then E.T., Gremlin, Troll, SpongeBob, Scooby-Doo, Felix the Cat, Our Betty Boop character or Papa the Sailor Man?
E.T. 100%.
Appreciate it, man. Thank
Yo,
you.
appreciate you.